everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are a returning subscriber, for all of those that are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Melissa, aka Naturalizta Beauty on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Today I will be featuring a easy makeup tutorial where I'm showing you my go-to neutral glam look, where I like to use like peaches and oranges and browns to complement my natural features. So if this is something that you're interested in watching, stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you like this video and I hope that you're staying safe and healthy. Without further ado, let's go. So I am going to start this tutorial by starting to shape my brows. I have a full brow tutorial on my channel that you can look in my makeup playlist to see. But here I just start under and I outline around and just fill in. I don't really have much eyebrows, so I use the pencil to like give an illusion before I carve out, and it always comes out amazing. I also brush my brows with the other end that's called a spoolie, and then I like to take a flat brush like this and just sculpt out the shape that I want from under. You always could get your shape that you want by going under first and having them both uniformed, and then work on the top. And then I'm gonna brush the remainder of the concealer that I put around my brows and smooth it out and blend it all the way in, so it is not showing in the foundation. And I'm also going to add way more foundation to my eyes and then blend it all out and use that as a base, so I can put just a tad bit of tan colored eyeshadow on. I like to do that, like this is my go-to color whenever I just want to have a regular look, and this is how it looks when I blend it out. So I like to take setting powder and also set my eyes when I'm doing just concealer. So I'll dip the brush into the setting powder and then try to push the powder into my skin where I put the concealer at. And I just keep pushing it in, and whatever is left I just brush off. One of my favorite palettes is the ColourPop and Makeup Shayla palette, the Perception palette. They had a few collaborations, but this one is my ultimate fave because it just has the perfect colors. And look, this perfect nude shade that I'm putting on my eye right now, that is my ish. So after blending, I decided to just go in with this color instead of the other two I pointed to like a few minutes ago. And I just used my finger to pick up the color because the warmth applies it way better to me. Like it's way more pigmented than if I use a brush. But you can also use a brush, especially like a flat shader brush, so you can pick it up and like really smooth it on to your eyes. Then I just go back in with that nude shade and smooth out the outer corners of whatever the shimmer touched to make it a little bit more smoother. And then I'm gonna go in with some eyeliner, of course, because that is my go-to thing. Like, If anyone knows me, they know I love me some cat eyeliner. If you are interested in seeing how I apply liquid liner, I actually have a whole tutorial on my channel so you can see it. So go check that out. So I don't always wear mascara on my eyes, but I always make sure I got my lashes to put on. And I have a whole closet full of lashes because this is my time to show out, basically. So I am going to go into my face now, and I'm using a primer from Too Faced, the Hangover prescription primer. So I just put some on my face after I do my whole moisturizing and skincare process. And then I pick a matte primer because most likely I want some shine to my face at some point during the spring and the winter. So here I'm going in with one of my favorite go-to foundations from Juvia's Place because it's like a velvet matte texture. And yes. So here I need to be blending, and I'm going to take this fluffy brush from Real Techniques. I love their brushes. They're really good quality and they're not too expensive, but they're not drugstore prices either. So I personally don't like to just use sponges by themselves. I feel like brushes have a reason, and you should use a sponge more so to smooth out any lines or like any indent from the brush that shows that you brushed your face. It should just be a smooth thing. And I feel like sometimes blenders take up a lot of product. So I use the brush to blend in my face, and I keep doing that. I put it on my ears, around my brows, and down my neck. So girl, look at my eyes. I need to look more awake, and I need to add some dimension to my face. So what I'm going to apply is my Juvia's Place concealer to all of these parts in my face where the light hits, and to just give me more of a awakened look. This concealer is one of my favorite concealers. I don't really like too many actually because I just feel like they're never the right texture for me, the right consistency, and I just feel like it's not enough coverage for my under eyes, the place that I'm actually in need of the most coverage at. So when I do my makeup, I'm doing my makeup. I'm going to add this coverage. Also, everything that I'm using in this video is under, I believe it's under $30, every product, if I'm not mistaken. So they're supposed to be on the affordable side as well. And I will list what I used in the description box below. So I'm taking my brush to blend my under eye, and then I'm going to use my beauty blender to also smooth out everything, and then my foundation brush to merge the colors together so it doesn't look blotchy and so like out of sync, if you get what I'm saying. After I smooth everything out and make sure everything is blended together, I like to actually mix two powders. So first I like to use Beauty Bakery flour baking powder in the shade Banana, and I like to mix that with the shade Cashew from Fenty Beauty. I think that the coverage is like awesome and leaves my skin like, it just melts into my skin. So let me tell y'all something about me. I am not one of those makeup girls that like to put so much powder on their face. I like to push the powder into my skin, into the product, and only use what I need. I don't think it's necessary to put pounds of powder on your face. I like to set my eyebrows also because I usually get oily in my brows, and as well on my T-zone. So I also set the places where I usually get oily at. And then I carve out powder right here under my jaw so I can contour. So while that powder is sitting on my face, I'm going to start blending just like a brief contour, like nothing too crazy. Then I'm just gonna take my powder brush and just wipe the excess powder off, like pushing it into my skin and then wiping whatever is left, and then also using that powder to set the rest of my face as much as I can. So one of my favorite parts of makeup is using blush to put color back into my face, and it like just wakes you up. I love blush, and this is the NYX blush from the NYX store. I live in New York City, so there is a NYX store on Union Square about like 16th Street, right by the park. So next I'm going in with my Fenty highlighters. One is just like this gold one where I'm just adding that light to bounce off my face. And then the next one is like completely different. The next one is just shimmer to add that glow factor to my face. So after I do a highlighter, you know, I like to spray my face, spray it all the way down. And sometimes I do it before actually, or before and after. So I use 3 different sprays. I use this outsetting spray, this Pixie Glow Mist. I like to put glow back into my face. and let that dry down, and then I go in with my MAC Fix Plus spray to finish it off. I know I just did a lot, but I think I look cute. So now I'm going in with this MAC lip liner. I'm so happy that I bought from MAC. It is expensive, baby, but let me tell you, it is good. And look, this lip liner pulls the whole look together, I feel like. Then I'm gonna take one of my favorite ColourPop lippies in the shade OOUUUU and also top that with some plumping lip gloss that they have. I love me some lip gloss, and I use lip gloss to end my look. And now, look at me. So this is the end of the video. I hope that this was something that was very beneficial for you and you learned something from this video. If you did like this video,